after a long time. Alright, so we first begin with chanting. And we have the chanting in English and in Pali. We will do the Pali chanting. So you learn it, and for those who don't want to do it, you have it on the side in English. We'll start with page 3. And we do only the page 3. So the first part is paying homage to the Buddha. The second part is taking 3 refuges. The last part is taking 5 precepts for lifetime as we expect. But these are all optional for you. You can just observe, right? So we'll start. When we chant, we usually traditionally put our palms together. But you have the booklet in your hand. So do both. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panati pata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu micchācara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So please prepare yourself for some time of guided meditation. During this meditation, sitting quietly and breathing in out quietly and maintaining minimum noise as much as possible, maintaining silence will be helpful to you all, to us all here. But you are free to cough, to move, stretch yourself whenever you want. Remember, this is not prison. Even in the prison we have some freedom. So here we need to make use of all the freedom we have Keep a gentle smile on your face to have a light attitude. Breathe in and breathe out to relax this body and the mind. Breathe in, feel the upper chest, upper part of your body moving, and release this body. Continue breathing in and breathing out, being aware, understanding the bodily sensations and feelings, honoring this body, respecting and being grateful for what it does to your survival. As you breathe in and breathe out, cut off the sounds and all the stuff involving seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, physical sensations and thinking. Let them disappear, but you are just with the physical sensations of in-breath and out-breath. You are free from the rest of the world, within and outside, internally and externally. You have that smile going and you are in a journey inward, diving deeper and deeper into the mind's unknown places, beautiful, deep, and less upsetting. You continue to breathe in and breathe out. Feel this body only with this one experience that is ever present, in breath and out breath. This does not take you to the past or to the future, because the in breath and out breath, they are happening now. As air goes inside the nostrils and go into the body and comes out, you are there with it. Slowly allow this body to relax. Become aware of the expansions and contractions as you feel with this mind and the body. Sometimes you feel expanded, wide open, and other times you feel sort of restless, not sure where you are, sitting on the edge of the unknown. You are just not so open. But do not judge in any situation. You breathe in and breathe out, intentionally making some effort to maintain that rhythm of breathing in and breathing out. Gently breathing in, breathing out. Energizing this body when sloth and torpor arises. The breath, body, and the mind become one unity. The unison is getting clearer to you as you sit still, focused in your in breath and out breath. Don't stay in one place, keep progressing. By focusing focusing on what comes and goes as you feel so relaxed. Things arise and pass away. Just as this in-breath and out-breath, they arise and pass away. You become aware of them, then they disappear. Again, they become prominent, disappear again, but you are with it, fully aware. Your in-breath and out-breath become lighter, smoother, and you feel so relaxed. Your in-breath and out-breath almost disappear, small, not too long, not too short. Not long, not short, but medium or smaller. Almost disappear. Let it disappear when it does. Allow this mind to expand, but your focus, you are anchored with in-breath, the subtle feelings of in-breath and out-breath. You don't get yourself distracted to any external visitors, hindrances, anything whatsoever. Again, the long breath and short breath become prominent. You become aware of them, and then they slowly disappear. You are just sitting very, very stilled, finding comfort, healing this body with what you experience. You don't know what it is, but it feels nice. This is a way to withdraw from sensual pleasures, hindrances, and experience freedom from those. If you feel things that are uncomfortable, send some loving kindness, gentle attention to that place, asking, "What can I do to help you?" Then the message will come. You wait, you understand, pay attention to that message, and you care accordingly. The body then will be thankful to you. If it tells you to change your posture, please do so mindfully without getting too distracted. If it tells you to turn your neck, please do so. You don't have to suffer. But having done so, you come back to your object of meditation, which is your in-breath and out-breath, the beautiful, delightful in-breath and out-breath. Or if you don't feel that they are beautiful or delightful, you wait and they will be beautiful and delightful. You feel like you have bright light, transparent, something that arises within you, merging with the sunlight, the morning sunlight, and you feel good. You love it, and there is no rush in that experience. Just delightful, like this morning cup of tea or whatever that makes you feel good in the morning. Letting disappear that heartburn or whatever the painful feelings, negativity that you felt when you woke up this morning. Rejuvenating, just welcoming positivity, character and love to this mind-body union. Our bodies are craving love. If you don't give it, no one else will. Invite all the love from this universe to come and embrace you, and you are open in this space. Whatever the good experience you gained during this meditation will remain with you today and for a couple of days. You only need to close your eyes and you will be there again. Maybe in much better place. Doesn't matter where you are. There's nobody to judge you. Not you, not outside person. This too shall pass. This is not permanent. You may slowly open your eyes. And we are going to radiate loving kindness to the entire universe and beyond. And that is on page 7. We will do this reading together. These are Buddha's words on loving kindness. And some days we forget to read this, but today we did not. Shall we read? It's this. Page 7. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm, and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. Whatever living being there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding, by not holding to fixed views. The pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. Thank you. So this is a practice, loving kindness, as a practice that you can keep throughout this day and after. Even if you are not doing this, as long as you have friendliness in your heart, you are doing your meditation. Okay, so how was this? Was it helpful? Good. I thought I should check in with you. Like, what have you finished this week and what you have not finished? We all have unfinished business in life. If you go to someone who is dying, they have unfinished business. They always want some extra days to finish the books they haven't finished reading or they have never started reading. Things like that. Anyone wants to join?
I got chores that are not done and stuff like that.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Chores.
Yeah, they're not done.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, like my bathroom, I
Oh.
put a bunch,
Mhm.
molding and everything on it. I didn't
Yeah.
have a few things to finish and you've been sitting around.
Me too.
Yeah.
We ordered that persimmon plant and it's sitting out there. It came yesterday, so I went to buy some fertilizers. Just too many stuff in the store and I didn't know which one to pick. It took me about 30 minutes to decide which fertilizer to buy, and the plant is still sitting outside. Haven't planted it yet, so that's one job undone.
Do persimmons grow here?
What?
You said it's a persimmon.
We are trying.
It grows
Well, there are
here.
some that grow here.
Only
They have zoned 1 to 6, in zone 1 to 6, there is one kind that grows. That's called American persimmon. Well, we are trying our luck.
Usually it grows in California.
Yeah, but let's do more meditation to see if it helps here. Because we love persimmon.
I got all kinds of photographs to keep taking.
Yes, yeah.
Black and white photographs I need to frame for my son to decorate his room. that
Oh,
I
nice.
have to
Very nice.
do.
And he keeps pushing the button like,
When
will you
no,
go?
I gave him the job to go and get frames this
Oh.
week, but he didn't do that.
okay, so you have to do it.
Now I have to, supervise him to go
Supervise.
give him some stuff.
It's
to
tough
do.
being a father. At least I don't have to do that in my life.
Now that school's out, having to
Uh-huh.
keep him on the straight and narrow.
You can do that with loving kindness.
Mhm.
Yeah. He will like it when you have that gentle approach.
Mm.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to find a balance between my work life and my social life versus
Okay.
like me time.
Yeah.
It's a constant struggle.
It is a constant struggle. We understand that. And we would like to bear witness for that struggle. We are all here, somewhat with that struggle to balance our things, our work and social life and so many stuff. But again, this message comes to my mind, something I wanted to share with you. It is not impermanence that makes you suffer. It is wanting things to be permanent when they are not. That is what makes us suffer. It is not impermanence that makes you suffer. It is wanting things to be permanent when they are not. Think about that.
You don't want things to be permanent if they are bad.
Yeah.
So it's like wanting things to be better and more desirable rather than impermanence itself.
Yes.
I think it comes with acceptance. Acceptance is, you better accept change. It's gonna happen.
Change is the only thing that does not change. So, well, I think I was looking at people desiring love. You want it this way, you want it that way. Desiring relationships to go this way, that way, or to be permanently yours. That word wanting, bothers. But in your case, what advice can you give?
Well, I kind of had an interesting thought this
Mhm.
week, and I don't know if everybody believes in past lives or whether all lives are happening at the same
I do.
time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually question that.
Mm-hmm.
My thought
We
was
can go in
that,
there.
yeah, so much in this life here where we're present, we're always striving to find out what the answers to our questions are,
Yeah.
or how to solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
And my thought was, what if we're living in this time to learn something that we'll actually be sharing with our future self?
Yeah. The Buddha took millions of years to become the Buddha, gathering all his past experiences, sacrificing a lot, fulfilling the 10 perfections called paramis, becoming perfect in giving, generosity, right? Becoming perfect in his virtues, sila parami, dana parami, perfect in his renunciation, letting go, like another aspect of generosity. Perfect in wisdom, cultivating wisdom. Perfect in patience, not impatience, but patience. We are perfect in impatience. Right? Perfect in effort. He's ardent in, he was ardent in his practice and he reached the goal, accomplished in that. Right? Perfect in truth. Satya Parami. Perfect in determination, Aditthana Parami. Perfect in friendliness, loving kindness, Metta Parami. Perfect in equanimity, Upekkha Parami. Took him eons, many lifetimes. So that what if question that you raised is very important. Again, to accept things like we are learning. We need to forgive ourselves for not understanding everything. Right? And then move on. But that also, with that, we need to remember some wisdom from spiritual masters like the Buddha who tell us, strive diligently as if this is your last chance. Make effort, or else you will regret it later. He says there are these empty huts, empty, roots of trees where you can go and sit. You don't need a bench, nothing. Just go there and sit. Meditate, he says, or else you will regret it later. So that also comes to my mind. So we need to see if, we are giving maximum effort. And it doesn't matter where we will end up, but we will end up somewhere. Somewhere good.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
Lifetimes are a journey.
Yeah. What did you have to share? Earlier you said something about rebirth.
Well, I have
Your
believed.
phone is ringing? Somebody's?
No, I
Yours.
have very specific memories of past lives.
You do? You want to share
Even
those?
even the one before this one, and some are maybe from 60 years ago. Some are a couple thousand years ago. They're all a story. You kind of, it's like a chapter of a book, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You're not 60 yet, right?
No,
No, 60
it's, like the 1940s and the 19, I can even remember 2,500 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's like a chapter in a book, and you go, you're beginning. It's just chapter after chapter after chapter, and how you are at the end of the book is not the same as you are at the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always a path. It's a growth throughout all that time. It's a interesting. You have to be careful that life is just has illusions to it, perceptions all the time. You think something or see something, you gotta be that's the part of it you always have to be careful about, just to see things for what they just actually are, not with what you think they are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's interesting because you're a photographer, so we all see things through a different lens.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Thank you for
Yeah.
adding that, yeah.
Right, I mean,
Do you want to share any vivid memory from any past life, not this,
Not
Because-
this life. I mean, my last lifetime, I can remember my death.
Mhm.
I was young.
Mhm.
I died in a car accident
Okay.
with my girlfriend, and I felt. I didn't know I had died.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just like you're playing basketball in this life and you hurt your knee, and there's a moment of time after an accident.
It reminds you of that moment. Reminded you of. or-
No, anytime you are, even in this life, when you hurt yourself or something, you know, even as a little kid who may break his arm riding his bike, you may get up and try to fix his bike, and he'll go for 5 minutes before he realizes he has a broken arm.
Mm,
You
yeah,
just, your
yeah,
your
that's
mind,
right,
you're in
that's
that
right.
motion of,
I get your point here.
and that I can remember dying in the car accident and not knowing I had died.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that my girlfriend had died.
You knew?
Yeah,
That-
I could see her, the death,
Mm-hmm.
but didn't realize I was looking at her also dead.
Okay, okay.
Our bodies had died.
So probably she did too.
We both died at the same
So
time.
she looked at you, and but you don't know that part, right?
Could you see her spirit?
I,
Interesting question. I had that in my mind too.
yeah, I felt people's, yes, it's like it's not sight's not the right word, it's like a
Feelings?
feeling of perception or
Mhm.
vibration is the right
Mm.
feeling. It's like a blanket or something. It's like you feel their essence
Mm-hmm.
of them. But your mind, it was just, it's a shock of an accident and a shock of, I can imagine people who are shot and are killed sort of instantly. They don't know they died.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so fast that they're just like, I'm just fine. Oh, I guess I'm
Not.
not. It's not complicated set of thoughts.
Where were you?
I was out in a sort of a rural area, racing my car,
Oh,
trying
so-
to impress the girl.
okay.
There was guilt associated with it because it was just like, what did I just do? This was stupid. And then we died here. This was kind of, I didn't plan this today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was young.
And do you remember where you went afterwards, or what
You hang around. a
with
little.
her?
Well, you hang around the scene, and then
Mm.
you hang around. You know, you hear people kind of haunting areas, kind of hanging around because they're not ready to give their life up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a sense of, like you were saying, things aren't completed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I had an uncle that passed away at a really young age, and he hung around my aunt for a long time because he loved her so much.
Yeah.
And he was young when he died,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Well, this isn't fair. My daughter's getting married, and
Yeah.
all these unfinished
Yeah.
things for a while, but they just have to get acknowledged. You just have to sort of find that completion to be able to move on to
Mhm.
your next existence."
You mentioned there was guilt associated with that,
Mhm.
which a lot of times I find with past life traumas, they carry over to this life, but
Mhm.
you don't see the connection.
Yes.
So have you tried to go back into that past life and release that guilt?
Yeah, I just seen it for what it just was. I didn't try to rationalize it. I just tried to let go of it. I just had to say, I was guilty. That was just stupid. You just see the exact character of the event, the exact emotion of the event. That's where illusion can come into play, where you're kind of carrying it with you, or you're thinking. You put a lot more into it than maybe really needs to be. And in order to let it go, you just have to see the exact
Mm-hmm.
essence of the situation.
When did
So-
you start? Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
When did you start remembering things?
When did my whole life, and just the idea that I hadn't been around, like that doesn't make any sense. I've been around the whole time,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know. But
Whole life.
yeah, now people tend to try to extrapolate cause and effect, like it's because of this that this happens. Well,
It's many more.
you affect your future and your decisions, and there's the idea of karma, cause and effect,
Mm.
but it's not as, but in order to let go of something, you just have to just see you have to just see the exact feeling and the essence of that emotion. Like people in relationships, they're hanging on to that love. You just have to acknowledge that you are in love with that person, or if you're going through a divorce, or
Mhm.
whatever the situation may be.
Mm.
People tend to fight that emotion.
Mhm. Mhm.
I shouldn't feel this way. It's
Yeah.
that fight is why you're hanging on to it. You should just accept that you just feel that way in order to let it go.
Very good. Acknowledging
Yes.
what you feel.
Yes.
That's a
Or-
huge part in our, painful experiences, especially to know that this is it.
Mhm.
It's present. And when conditions are ready, it will decide to disappear, but it's not in your control to make it disappear. But speaking about that experience you had, like, did you have a moment that you told your girlfriend that I'm leaving now, or what?
She was gone.
Hmm.
I could feel that she spirits, everybody's different, everybody's personality is different. She just was gone.
Hmm.
She just wasn't really there any longer. Her body was there. She just,
Probably she had.
sometimes people just go. They
Hmm.
just, either for whatever reason. She didn't, I don't think she had a lot of spiritual sense about herself, and that I think she just, we were young, and just a lot of factors, and there's just the amnesia side of it too, just not even know what happened to you, for her to continue on. She just went away.
Yeah. Probably reborn somewhere else,
Mhm.
or was pulled into some whatever.
Yeah, I think she wanted to get into town and go somewhere else and
That's-
find another body to be
Mhm.
born into. And,
Well, sometimes you get memories of, some vivid memories of something that you did in life, and probably you reappear in that place, right?
Mhm.
Like your mom, that's what comes to you. So then you go looking for her, and you try to communicate, but they don't understand you because, they're not in that same level to receive that message.
right. You can sometimes, depending on how the person is, be able to have that type of communication with them after their death.
Yeah. But it is very, very rare that someone remembers vividly the past experiences. These teachings of the Buddha always encourage people to sit and wait, and not really wait, but make your mind malleable, just like a piece of clay. So you can mold, like make things the way you want with that delicate state of mind. At that time, you can direct it to seeing past lives. Like you going from one room to another, you know what was there in that room, and you know what is there in the next room, and then to another. So you know what name you had. Do you remember the name you had at that?
No,
You don't.
you don't remember every
detail.
because it's like even this life.
Yeah.
You're living moment to moment to moment to moment, and I just
That's a lot. Yeah.
I haven't put enough energy.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
care.
when you meditate and when you get to that stage of the mind, then you can go there and see what name you had, what the cause behind your death, and what circumstances, how rich you were, and how old you were, and who you had relationships with, and all that becomes clearly, vividly, like a TV screen thing that shows all the details to you, if you want. But most people sometimes tend to not go there or become frightened seeing what they went through, but if you do see any of that, that's a clear message for you to get out of this cycle.
Why? You know why? Because the reason why names are a little bit difficult to remember is because you have so many of them. If you really think about it, and you kind of understand yourself as a spiritual person, you just don't think of yourself with a name. You are just
Exactly.
You are just you.
It's a given thing to you, right? It's
Right.
not really you.
Right. You don't. It's a sort of a tag that
Yeah.
is connected to you, and
Yeah, it's an
Because you don't
identity
give it to yourself.
marker. Very true. Very true. We try to defend something given by our parents, a name, all our life. Well, that is a painful experience. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I lived.
You left. Pain is.
Literally, you know, you just keep you. It's like everything. It's just, but that's just
See that
one side of
equanimity.
it. That could happen in this life. You
Yeah.
could have had some. You may not die, but had a painful.
I
type
think
of
it's
event.
good. It's good in a way. You had that, you know what really happened, and that way, when you know it, like sometimes people have these fears, and you don't know why you feel that because you cannot associate that fear with any experience you had in your present life. Then you go to your past life, and then you realize, this is it. Now I can let it. It's like hypnotism, right? You know what it is, childhood memory or something in the past. Now you know it. You don't have to hold it the same way anymore. You forgive yourself for not understanding. Yeah. It's 9:31. But remember, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Okay? Food for the day. And if you have the time, we have a walking trail in that forest. Let me know if you are willing to go in there. I can take you there. And then we enter the forest, emerge from here. That will be a journey. So happy meditation. Thank you for coming. See you when we see again. It's next Saturday. Take care. Yeah, we have that Vesak event. You are free to come. The flyers are there. Please take that flyer with you.
I have to,
Yeah.
I have plans today, but in
It's
next
okay.
month I'd love to
Sure.
know.
Yeah.